Hello.
Hello, can you
How are
hear me?
you? I can hear you. Yes.
Oh, great. How lovely to meet you, Emerson.
Lovely to meet you too.
Thank you. Thank
So,
you.
so Marley, tell me your story and what got you here.
Oh, okay.
You probably heard this question in some of my videos.
Yes, I've heard it a lot. Um, well, my story. Ever since I was little, there was always a sense of being different, or
Yeah.
this world is not as real as it seems. I don't know. It was a kind of knowingness. I don't know. It was not an intense search, but mainly the feeling of being different than what I was noticing around me. That was made. Well, later on, there was never really a spiritual path,
Hmm.
but about 8 years ago, I got sick, and then it started. Then it started
Yeah.
the seeking, the drama of seeking. And well, I've been reading Toller, Edgar Toller,
Okay.
and later on meditation. I've heard you done that a lot. And after that, the law of attraction, and after that, the Sedona method.
Okay.
And when I was in the Sedona method, there was a group, and I saw that Daniel Keats,
Yeah.
you know him?
Yeah.
Yes, he posted a video of you,
Okay.
and I was curious, so I think, well, let's see.
Yeah.
And well, I didn't know what to think about it,
Yeah.
because I've never heard of non-duality before.
Oh, wow.
So it's a little bit, ooh, okay, just jump and see where you're going. And something was resonating. And after a while, I was watching one of your one-on-ones, and well, something clicked or so. I
Yeah.
don't know what happens. And last week I watched Bernard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And well, it felt like everything is different and still the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think, oh my, I have to chat with Emerson about this nothingness. I don't know what is going on anymore. And there are so little memories, and my my mind. I can remember what I did yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
It's like
So
it
I thought,
focused,
well,
right? Focused in the present.
yes, it feels different, and yet not. You know,
Yeah.
it's and I think, is this it? I don't know. Is this the clarity? And everything is happening. It's just happening.
Yeah.
There's no me doing
Yeah.
this. And also there's just also a feeling of a me doing
Yeah. Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
So it's weird.
It's
Just like
it's
words.
yeah, yeah,
What's a
word.
word?
So much words, huh? About something
Yeah,
that it's so direct, right?
yeah,
It's so
yeah.
direct.
And I really never heard of non-duality before.
Yeah.
And now in a couple of months, it feels like I take the shortcuts. Do you know
Yeah.
the shortcut too? I don't know where, but
Yeah.
it feels that way. It's really weird.
Beautiful. Yeah, hooray. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
hooray!
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
it's uh it's wild, right? Because it's so simple.
yes,
It's so simple, right? So it's in between um this and not this.
yeah,
Because it can't
yeah.
be thought about. There's
No,
not really an in between, but it's just a word to
yeah,
to to trip up that there's really no separation.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's non-describable. It's
Yes.
there are no words to describe what this
Exactly. Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Yeah. How can you describe it?
How? No,
Yeah.
no. It isn't possible anymore. And I don't know.
Yeah.
And the first 2 days, I remember that I was thinking, but what have I got to say anymore? What I don't know. Talking. What's talking? What's talking?
Yeah, a lot of people are watching the one-on-ones, and I get so many letters now, right? Of people saying that I had no idea. People that are seeking like 30, 40 years, and then
Yes.
brand new ones that have never heard of non-duality before, right? So from that
Like
whole
me.
thing, just like you, yeah. And and then one person said, "I'm sorry, but I'm going to call," basically said, texted me, "I'm going to call you because I don't have any memories anymore."
Too. And my mother-in-law has dementia.
Yeah, yeah,
And so I was thinking, oh my God. Oh,
yeah,
I don't hope I had got dementia. But then
yeah,
I watch your videos
yeah.
and I heard you and I said, oh, thank you.
And there's lots of people like that too, right? Because there's not much focus on the past or the future anymore. So
No.
there is this direct experience, you might say it, right? That in between me and no me, right? In between what you can't think about. It's something that is not a concept,
No.
something that's not thought, right?
No.
Because you never got any teaching from it, right? Or a
No.
belief. No.
No.
And that's
No.
what's wild, right? Because you're like, some people think that you have to follow someone for years and years. And
Yeah.
hopefully, when you get them to the in person, then they have this energy transference. If you're
Yeah.
lucky, if you're
If you're
lucky,
lucky,
if you're
yes, if
lucky,
you're
yeah,
lucky.
yeah,
Because when I was into the letting go system,
yeah,
um, some well, there was a point I was thinking, oh my God, this is taking me 2 or 3 lifetimes
yeah,
to let go of
yeah,
all the shit.
yeah.
You
Can you
mean?
find? Can you even find the stuff to let go now?
No. No.
Yeah.
No. There's nothing to let go
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah,
And the weird thing is, I teach people
yeah.
to let go.
Oh,
Oh, oh. And I can't do it anymore.
yeah.
I can't do it.
Well, some people are doing
But
what I'm doing now, right? There's a few people, one from Sedona Method, two couple from Sedona Method, they're doing this, and they're quite shocked sometimes. They're like, "Oh my goodness, what's happening?" Right? Because
mm-hmm.
it's very immediate, right?
Yes, yes. Well,
Maybe
I use
maybe
your. I'm sorry.
yeah. Go
You
ahead.
go. I'm using your directness
Yeah,
now because I had a workshop for
yeah.
people in letting go,
Oh,
and I was using your in
yeah,
betweenness,
yeah.
and I hope it's okay.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay.
I'm actually happy to hear that.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
And I was using it, and those people have never heard of non-duality
yeah,
before,
yeah,
and there was clarity.
yeah.
It was
Oh my goodness, that
amazing.
makes me
It
so
was
happy.
amazing.
Yeah.
It was
Like,
amazing to watch, and
oh,
it was amazing to hear
thank you
that.
for sharing it.
Oh,
Thank you
you're
for sharing it.
welcome.
Yeah,
You're
it's
welcome.
so great.
I was just
I don't
thinking.
even
I
want to own it, right? Because it should be free
No.
for
Well,
everyone.
who's
There,
own it?
exactly, exactly. Because you know what? Before, non-duality, one person, teaches about this, one person speaks
Yeah,
about this, and then there's only a rare few that could speak about it because there's almost a prerequisite for that one. There
yeah,
has to be this, and that. And it's okay. It's okay. But this is a new era.
yeah. It's a new
It's
era. Yeah,
decentralized, right?
beautiful.
And maybe
Yes.
one person will take it popular, right? And
Yeah, I don't
maybe
know.
you.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Oh, it's beautiful though, right? It's
But
so beautiful after many years of teaching of letting go that you actually see actual letting go.
yeah, yeah. Yes, and there's a lot of laughter in the workshops, and there's
Yeah.
a lot of fun, and people are really shocked, and at the same time they see, oh my, but it was
Oh,
always
that's so good.
here.
Yeah. I
It's
did
so
I
beautiful.
don't really do a lot of online in person retreats or intensives, but I did one
No.
because somebody requested this. A lot of people coming
Okay.
from abusive communities, cults, and
Yeah.
everything, right? So people
Mm.
that have been seeking for a long time,
Mm.
and there were 100 people in the meeting, And then I
Oh,
said, okay, you know what? I don't want to do the Q&A anymore. So I started doing the one-on-one.
oh
But in
yeah.
between the second or the third day, sorry, I was talking and I just went into the in-between and the people were just like, and then laughter started appearing, right? Some people were crying, right? So it's just
Yeah, yeah,
beautiful. Yeah, tell
yeah.
me more about your stuff, your when you were expressing it.
And I was expressing it. Oh well, I was teaching the letting go stuff,
Yeah.
and when this clicked, it was just a week ago when I thought, mm,
Ah,
mm, and I the first 2 days I couldn't speak.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Same with me. Mine was longer, but it's okay.
Oh
It's the
yeah,
same thing.
I couldn't speak anymore. I was thinking, oh my God, what is this?
Yeah,
Is this real? Is this
yeah.
not real? And I'll just walk with the dog. I live on an island in the Netherlands.
Ah,
It's
nice.
so beautiful. It's so
Beautiful.
beautiful, surrounded by the sea and the
It's
dunes and the
paradise, isn't it?
forest. It's a little paradise in the
Yeah,
Netherlands, yes. And I was walking, and I was noticing the bright colors,
yeah,
the brightness, the like it was new.
yeah.
And then I realized I don't have to quit with teaching people
No,
letting go.
no, you can
I
integrate
can,
it.
yes, I can
Yeah,
integrate it.
yeah.
Yes. So that's what I'm doing now.
Oh, I'm so happy. That's so great. I
Yeah.
have this doctor, a pediatrician from Brisbane, Australia, that he's doing this to little kids that has depression and anxiety.
Oh, beautiful.
Right?
Oh,
It's
so
because it's so simple. It's quite radical actually if you look at it.
beautiful.
This is quite, you know, because it doesn't matter what you believe. You don't even have to hear about non-duality now,
No, it
right?
isn't. No, because people told me, no, you don't have to do that because people have to get open and they don't know anything about
Yeah.
non-duality. But I said, I didn't. I
Yeah,
didn't.
you didn't. Yeah,
I
yeah.
I I didn't hear or watch or listen to any speaker other than you.
Yeah.
So
That's
yes, it's
great.
possible. It's
Oh,
possible, and it's so great to give people their freedom back.
that's right. Yeah. And
It's
it's
so
almost when they get out of the way, right? When it's just the thoughts, the beliefs, the ideas. It just
yes.
there's this coach in Thailand. They're a couple. They're like my best friends now. They're so awesome.
Oh,
I'm gonna
good.
meet them someday. And
Yeah.
she just messaged me. She said, "This is her 17th person." She started doing one-on-ones and people that she used to coach and everything. So it's applicable to anyone, right? So even
Yeah.
coaches, therapists, doctors, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be this weird thing, you know. You don't have to announce that
No.
there's no one here.
No,
Yeah.
no, no. People run away when I use
That's
that.
right. And it becomes a little cult now, right? You know, you don't want to be a cult leader.
No,
My
no,
name is
no,
Marley. There's
no,
no me here.
no,
And then people that
no.
you're doing works up like, what happened to her? She's weird now, you know.
Oh yeah, she's a weird girl. Stay away from her.
Stay away from
No.
her.
No.
And then while you're teaching, somebody will push you and say, I thought there was no one there.
Yeah. Oh, great. Yeah.
It's the authenticity. I like the authenticity because you're probably
Yeah.
delivering it in your own way, right?
Yes.
Because you have
Yes.
your
I can
letting
only
go.
do it in my own way.
Yes.
I don't, there is no
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
There's only my way. And what must
Beautiful.
resonates with me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm feeling and I'm, I only have one wish. And
Yeah.
that people remember what they are and who they are. And
Yeah. Yeah.
that the suffering and the seeking and,
Yeah.
oh man, and please let it go. There's no, not let it go. There's
Yeah.
nothing to let go. But you
It
see, I
doesn't
don't
matter
know what
what
I'm
you say,
saying.
it worked, right? It worked for a lot
No.
of people, right? So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
the how do I say, it's the clarity without language, basically. Because
Yes.
you fall
And the
into a
end of suffering.
it is the
The
end of
end of
suffering.
suffering. You
Yeah.
notice people getting lighter.
Yeah.
Just by the minute, there's peace, there's calmness, and they say, is this it? Is
This
this
is
it?
it.
They
Yeah.
say,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And all the guilt and the pain and the suffering
Yeah.
is flowing
Oh,
away. Oh,
that's so amazing.
it's so
It's so
beautiful.
amazing
It's
to
so
share this,
beautiful.
right? It's just so
Yeah.
amazing that more and more people are using it. I don't have to claim it. It's
No,
open source.
no, and there's no one knowing it.
That's right. No one owning it. How can it be owned by anyone, right? So
It's not possible.
it's impossible.
It's
So
impossible.
it's without gatekeepers, without nothing really. It's just it's
No.
back into that natural ordinariness of that when before you started to speak, before the
Yeah,
thoughts came. It goes back to that, right? It's like a factory reset.
yeah, it's reset.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
reset
yeah.
back to natural working order
And
compared to
there's, yes, and there's so much calmness and
yeah,
peace
yeah.
and oh my, that, and there's nothing to do anymore.
That's right. Yeah.
But who was the one who's doing it? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But when I was in the Sedona method, I last week, for example, I it felt like the me was dropping away, and
Yeah.
and I it felt like something cracked open, or
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it, but and so much fear, so much fear.
Yeah.
So I imagination I was on a dune, a
Yeah.
very high dune on the
Yeah.
island,
Yeah.
and in my imagination I just dropped.
That's it. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. It's like because there's no
Oh
landing.
no,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah. Yeah.
and there still wasn't me.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
And
It's
all the
beautiful.
people who are searching and keep searching for whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
There's
I
a
missed the fireworks
yeah. Yeah.
when I was seeing it. Where's the fireworks? Oh.
But it's okay. I'll have peace and clarity over fireworks, right?
Yes,
Because it's a
definitely.
never ending, and there are days there's going to be fireworks, right?
Yeah,
It's there's going to be some moments that are going to be wow, but there are
yeah,
moments going to be like, oh, I guess
yeah,
this is it too.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like it's just becoming a little bit ordinary.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
That's it.
that's it.
Yeah,
Ordinary, then everything becomes, you know, awake, but there's no one awake. You know what I'm saying? It's just
yeah,
awake.
yeah. I
It's
know.
just
Yeah.
awake. There's a misinterpretation of this. I think that's what's happening is that when people are saying that there's no me, then
Mm,
that's a misinterpretation of something that can't be interpreted,
no.
right? Because it's kind of like what you said in the beginning, like there's no me, even if it feels like there's still a person,
Mm-hmm.
but the
Yeah.
thought is it's natural again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There still is a person,
yeah, but there's no
but
thought
also
about the
not.
person.
No,
Yeah,
there are no thoughts about that. No, no.
it's beautiful. Yeah. So
Yeah, and oh, sorry. Yeah,
no, go ahead.
sometimes I feel the well, there were I had questions, but I woke up this morning and I thought, what questions? I don't have questions.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I was a little bit nervous before I met you. And
Yeah,
yesterday I was walking on the beach and suddenly everything just dropped.
yeah, yeah.
And sometimes
It's never ending dropping. It's just not one event, right? Because people think it's
no,
an event. It's not an event.
no.
It's just it's like when some people, for me, it was like a domino kind of like just falling, and then everything just kind of like the beliefs, the ideas, and then all of a sudden, because I was silent for isolated, I guess, for a whole month,
Oh,
the words were not making sense anymore. I'm like, oh, they're just alphabets. They're just
yeah.
characters. I'm like, oh, they're just silence with the sound. There's even the I, the me, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then it's just a belief. All the beliefs went down the drain, and then it was just empty. And I was just this character that's just walking. pooping, eating.
Yeah. Drinking party. No, I don't know.
Doing cartwheels once in a while, you know.
Yeah. I was driving my car and I thought, oh my God, what's happening here? Driving the car. There is just driving the car.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
It was so weird. Oh my God.
It's then it keeps on going. Like, like I think last month I was like running, and I've been running for a long time,
Yeah.
because I love running now, right? It's my new
Okay.
thing,
Okay,
running. And I'm
running.
like, am I running or I'm floating? I'm like, oh, it didn't feel like there was gravity anymore.
No.
Yeah, it felt like it
Weird,
was
eh?
just soft, everything was just,
Yes.
it was just, oh, beautiful, right?
A little
And
bit science
it
fiction.
is like a like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
matrix
yeah.
simulation, right? Like it's
Yes.
something that you can't really explain, but it's okay.
No.
You don't have to
Yeah.
figure out it anymore,
No.
because there's no
No.
more character that wants to know, because the character is just another thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also um sometimes there are sensations, what I call
Yeah.
feelings, and there's just a thought of, oh yeah, that's what I used to think.
Yeah.
Old habits,
Yeah.
old stories,
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. And they come in and I
Yeah.
see them, and sometimes they're just wandering around, and
Yeah.
sometimes they're just leaving.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't
Is
that
that
brilliant?
also?
Yeah, it
Yes.
is. Yeah.
It's weird.
For me, it's
It's
ordinary now,
someone
right?
is
So
looking, but there's no one looking, and
that's
there's
right.
no one
Yeah.
sensing.
There's no one experiencing. It's just
No.
experience. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's one of that was I noticing this morning.
Yeah.
All the nervousness was gone, and there was only peace and stillness and some sensations coming,
Yeah. Yeah.
and oh, ooh, and they are going away.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Emerson,
Yeah.
what a journey. What
Beautiful,
a
huh? Beautiful.
Oh, it's so beautiful. It's
Beautiful.
beyond words,
It
beyond
is. It is.
description.
And it's not something that you have to defend, something that is a belief, something that you learn from somebody, because it's palpable.
Yeah,
It's palpable. It's like it's undeniable, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
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 And there's so much fun.
Yeah. It's
It's just
it's
like
like
it's all a game.
it is.
Entertainment.
It is, yeah.
What is this? What is this?
Yeah. That's why I like playing with my little nephew and nieces, right? Because they're still in that innocence.
Yeah.
And it's funny, my nephew likes doing parkour. You know what parkour is? It's like
No.
jumping from once, you know what I'm saying? Like almost like it's safe parkour, like on the ground. And then here I am forgetting that I'm like 52 years old,
Oh
jumping
yeah.
back and forth. At the end of the day, I'm like, oh, my knee.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not 6 anymore.
Yeah.
No.
My
Yeah.
nephew goes, let's do there's scooter, like electric scooters. He goes,
Yeah.
let's do a scooter. I'm like, yeah. So,
Yeah. Yay. Great.
so there's no
Yes.
more seriousness in life, right? So
No.
that's
No, that's it. There's no
yeah,
more
yeah,
seriousness.
yeah.
Everything is just open.
It is. It's brand new again.
It's brand new
Yeah,
again.
yeah,
It's so weird
yeah.
and so great at the same
Yeah,
time.
it is. Yeah.
Oh man.
Do you have family,
Oh
Marley? Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes. I
That's
have
good.
two children.
How old are they?
They are one girl of 13 and
Okay.
one boy of 11.
Okay. You can play with
Yes.
them again.
Yeah. Well, my boy loves to game Fortnite and
Video. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
video, and I don't like games, but
Yeah.
well, he walks with me with the dog.
Oh,
He likes
good,
to
good.
walk,
Yeah.
and then we swim in the ocean,
So
and
where do you do your workshops?
in the
In your
dunes,
Oh,
surrounded by the
wow.
sea, in the
Wow.
open air.
Beautiful.
Yes,
That's great.
yes,
Wow.
yes, yes. It's my favorite work spot.
That's great.
Yeah.
How often do you do the workshops?
In summertime, I only can do them well when it's nice weather,
Yeah,
when
yeah,
it's
that's
raining,
right.
people
Yeah.
don't come.
Yeah.
So in the winter time, I don't give a lot of
Okay.
workshops. But in the summertime, there are I think once or twice a week.
Okay. Oh, wow. That's
Yes,
beautiful.
yes,
That's going
yes.
to express to a lot more people. I'm so happy.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah.
so. I just introduced this directness about, well, since last week.
Yeah.
So it was my first experience after 2 days of silence.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, oh my God, how do I teach this? And how, oh my God, and now, what do I do now?
Yeah.
All that question. And I think, oh no, the next. Oh no,
Yeah.
then, and I get myself back. And then okay, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
And I
And I'm
just let
glad
it
that,
happen.
yeah, that's great. That's great. So
Yes.
you don't really have a lot of seeking history, right? It's just more like
No,
that's
it was more
amazing.
like there always was a sense of being different.
Yeah.
There always, I don't know, but I don't know really how to describe it, but it was always like um seeing things different
Yeah.
than the
Yeah.
people who
Yeah.
are surrounding me.
That's right.
and
There's
and
something off, right? There's something
yeah,
off, and because it's almost like you did not buy the illusion right away.
yes,
You know
that.
what? There's
But people
something.
think that I was wrong, and I
Yeah.
have to listen, and
Yeah.
you see it wrong, and blah, 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 blah. So I
Yeah.
try to fit in. I
Oh,
don't know
wow.
why. I try to fit in, but I also have worked with people with disabilities
Oh, great.
and autism, and children with autism. Do you call it that way?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And
Maybe you can apply this to kids with autism.
yes, but on the
Yes.
island there are no many kids with autism.
Okay.
We have
Okay.
1,100 people living on the
Oh,
island.
wow. Soon
And
it's gonna be an enlightened island.
yeah.
Or you know what? But no one is enlightened. It's just an
No,
island that's
no,
enlightened.
it's just another idea. Who is enlightened? What is enlightened? I don't
It's gonna be the
know.
happiest island on the planet Earth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe, but the people on the island are a little skeptical, you know. Yes, and they're
Well, you're
resisting
not
a lot.
teaching any belief system.
No, nothing.
No,
No, I'm teaching nothing.
you're not even teaching not anything.
No, there are a lot of people who came here for holidays,
Yeah.
and they
Okay.
are visiting me for the workshops. There are not a lot of people who live on the islands who
Okay.
come for me for the workshops. I think they are a
Oh.
little bit scared. I don't
Oh.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
okay.
It's
It's
okay.
okay.
Yeah.
They ask
Yeah.
a lot about it, and so they're curious.
Yeah.
And well, when
That's
it's time,
usually
it's
with the little
time.
islands. There's a lot of people that are more introverted, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I lived in a small island too, and there's a lot of people that
Oh,
just kept to themselves. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
And
And yeah, and also everybody knows something about the other,
that's
you know?
right. Everybody
That's
knows everyone, right?
oh, when I kiss a boy on the other side of the island, I'm married, you know?
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Yes. So people knows everything about each
Yeah.
other, and I think they find it a little bit scary. I think they think maybe they have to share personal stories, or
Yeah.
oh my God, my story is the worst, you know. and
Yeah.
and and that's also what I hear about the people who visit my workshops. They're in the beginning are a little bit scared
Yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
to share,
Yeah.
but then they hear stories, they listen to the stories of the other people, and
Yeah.
then you see oh,
It's a lot of
I'm not
gossip.
alone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, no, well, it's also just a recognition. I'm not
Okay. Yeah.
alone. My
Yeah.
problem is not
Yeah.
the worst problem, you
Yeah.
know. The mind always let you think that your problem is only you have it.
That's right.
No one else.
That's right.
Only you.
I'm the most
Yeah.
unfortunate person on this planet.
Yeah,
That's the story, right?
everyone is getting what they want except me.
Me. That's right. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yes,
Oh, that's
that's
what I was doing too. I'm like, why me? Why am I
me
suffering
too.
so
Yeah, me
much?
too. Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. I think when I was getting sick, I was
Oh,
the
you got sick as
knowingness.
well.
I got sick, yes, and about 8 years ago, 9 years ago, and I think that was the start of the seeking,
Yeah.
because then I lost my confidence in myself and
Yeah.
in my in that knowingness that I had as a child.
Yeah.
I lost it, and I start to work from the mind. I was
Yeah.
looking and figure it out, and oh my God. Well, I
Yeah.
think that one has the answer, or when I meditate, maybe then I get, oh,
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
Please. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what happens is because you know what? You want a solution for something that
Yeah.
is just a thought.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's, I really feel it's really sad that so many people are trapped
Yeah.
in the seeking.
Yeah. That's why I like posting the one-on-ones because it helps so many
Oh, yeah.
people,
Yeah.
right? I
Yeah.
get so many
Yeah.
letters now. It's like Christmas, when you hear the
You
stories.
are giving so beautiful gifts to people.
Oh, thank you.
Really.
Thank you. It has nothing to do with me. It's just clarity
No,
without
it's no, I
words.
know who's
Yeah.
Emerson. I don't know.
Yeah.
But this character, yes, it's so beautiful. The end of seeking.
Yeah, it's the end
There's
of
nothing to
seeking.
seek. Only
That's right.
then there's
And it's just not
this
talk anymore
peace.
because before it's just talk, 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 right? So
Yeah,
now it's more of an action.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was on a festival. Do you call it that way? Yes, I have a festival here on the islands
Oh,
at the
wow.
moment with a
You
lot
do?
of dance and
Oh,
music, and so I was
dancing.
partying,
That's very
dancing.
good.
Well, dancing. The body was dancing,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I see all the other people dancing, and I was thinking, "Oh wow, what a great game this is!" I was dancing and drinking and having fun,
Yeah.
and at one time I leave the dance floor, and after a few hundred meters there's the ocean, and
Yeah.
I was sitting on the beach and I was just listening,
Oh,
and it was so beautiful.
yeah.
There was so much. It was just like, I don't know how to describe it, but it was more than beautiful, actually.
Yeah.
This
That's what I love.
newness, this freshness,
It's
this,
freshness, right? Yeah, it's just
oh
it's so it's the flow.
yeah,
There's a flow, right? There's just
yeah,
stillness and a flow. And
yeah,
it's just the calmness and whatever seems to appear is in the
yeah,
flow, right? And there's
yeah,
just this, oh, finally I can, because we're so caught up in going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right?
yeah.
And now
But
there's
there's,
just this open clarity.
yeah, well, there's no real thinking
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Just thoughts like, oh yeah, right, at 2 o'clock I have a meeting with Emerson. Oh yeah. You know. Oh yeah. I
I
have
don't
to
even
write
remember
everything
meetings
down.
anymore, right? Because
No, you get a reminder.
I have a watch, I have
Oh
an
yeah.
Apple Watch.
Ooh.
Oops.
Yeah, 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 great.
Alarm, right? Because sometimes when I go walking in the morning, right, I just disappear and just
Yes.
run, sometimes my dog wants to rest. It goes, oh, you're running too much, and then we sit under a tree
Oh, beautiful.
and then watch
Yeah.
the sunrise or the sunset, right? It's just,
Oh, it's just so simple and so
so
beautiful, eh?
simple, right? Yeah.
The
Before I'm
simpleness,
so
eh?
worried about what am I going to do? What am I
Yeah,
going to? And without that narrative, life seems to be more full.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
it's as it is, right? And it's beautiful as it is. And of course, there's going to be some problems that come along the way. And
yeah.
but it's not avoiding that anymore. Okay, you know what?
No, yeah,
So I'm broke, I have to work. That kind of thing. If that happens, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's crazy, like, because when I had the click, I don't know how you call it, but I was just thinking about my own company, my own company where I teach people letting go.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, oh, I don't know if I want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
But what do I want to do then? I don't know.
Yeah.
I love to write. So I
Yeah.
write some articles for a newspaper here.
Oh, maybe
And
you
I
can
love
write about
writing.
this. Oh,
Yeah,
there's
I don't know. There are so much possibilities right now. And
so much possibility.
there's also a feeling of maybe I just let it happen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you don't even have to. What's between doing and not doing?
This. Yeah, this I know. Yeah.
There's this guy that I talked to. He's Polish. His name is Marcin, right? So it's he just made a new website, and the way that he expressed the words is beautiful, because he wants to do this as well, right? So there's
Okay.
a whole bunch of people now that are going to be
Oh
doing this, right?
yeah,
It's
great.
beautiful, right?
Great.
And
Yes.
and
How more people get to know this,
yeah,
the less suffering there will be.
totally, yeah, totally. Right, because it's
Oh,
even affecting my family now. I'm even doing this with my family now.
oh
Before
really?
I was not, and
Yeah.
but the my friend from Thailand did it to her father and her brother,
Yeah.
and and so I do this with my dad and my mom, and they they look around just like everybody else, right? It's
Yeah.
just I'm like, okay, and this just happened a day ago, right? I give positive, vibes when I see them. There's like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
now, and I'm like, hey, why don't we try something?
Yeah. Oh, great. How
So you don't have to.
beautiful.
Yeah,
So
especially it
beautiful.
is. It is my little nephew, right? My little nephew, I didn't do anything. He just caught on because he was listening. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then he'll be like, it's, if somebody tries to bully him, he goes, that's just your thought.
Yeah.
Imagine every little kid, clicks, right? And
Oh,
then when they're getting
yes.
bullied, they're like, that's just your thought.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, then what is this?
Yeah.
Just a thought?
What's between thought and no thought? You can't say. You can't say what this is. Yeah. You can't call it nothing. You can't call it awareness. You can't call it consciousness. You can't call it the now. You can't call
No,
it in between. You can't
no.
call it directness. All of those words are irrelevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so great.
It is. There's this clarity, kind of like what happened to you, right? There was clarity, but I didn't know how to talk about it because
Yeah.
I guess at that time I didn't see that this was something really fresh, right? Because my I was seeking for a long time. You heard my story
Mm-hmm.
now, right?
Yes.
Probably
Yeah.
in my
Yes.
videos.
Yes.
So the first one was awareness, that kind of stuff, and then
Mm-hmm.
that got me really, really frustrated because I could not settle into it because I was using my mind to be aware of awareness, hoping
Yeah.
that my mind would go away. So it's always going to the next, the next, the next.
Mm-hmm.
And then when someone says it's all consciousness, and I'm like, but isn't that just a belief?
Mm.
Like, because I don't feel that, right? So I'm like, how do I get that? I'm like, okay, so I meditated for a long, long time
Yeah.
to be the consciousness or whatever. But then a whole bunch of different speakers, and then even radical non-duality, I thought, because I didn't know how to express this because there was this clarity. But I always say this, there was so much clarity. I did not know how to, I did not want to talk about it because almost like muddying the clarity,
Mm-hmm. Oh,
right?
yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm talking about,
I know
right?
what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so it took me a while.
There is no word that,
You can
yeah,
capture it.
it's like no, yeah,
Yeah.
and can describe it. It's like muddying the word, muddying that
Yeah.
what is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like it's covering it up with smoke the moment that you talk.
Yeah.
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 Or putting a fog into a clear lake, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, so I didn't even have any intention of talking about this. And I just saw people that's been listening to someone for 10, 20 years that are suffering. I'm like,
Mm.
why are they suffering if it's so simple? because
Yeah.
that's what everybody, if you listen to a lot of speakers or teachers, well, you haven't, that's
No,
what
I
they say.
haven't.
You don't have to now.
No.
Yeah.
No, I know.
It will just muddy. Yeah.
No, no, but I don't have the feeling of I
Yeah.
must listen to more. No.
But some of them are really, really great too, though. But you know what I'm saying? But why is it the announcement that it's so simple and people are still there listening 10, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, if it's so simple?
It's like you're looking for a pen.
Yeah.
And you don't realize the pen is in your hand.
Exactly. Yeah. Have you seen my pen? I can't
No.
see.
Yeah. Yeah. Where's my pen? I know where it is. Oh, there. Oh, no. Yeah. Really? Yeah. Yeah.
Or
and they keep on
sometimes
going to
if you have
retreats,
glasses, you put your glasses on top of your head, and you're like,
yeah.
I can't seem to find my glasses.
Yeah.
Somebody goes, it's on the top of your head. That's
Oh,
simple.
no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rather,
Yeah.
it's like it's going to say there's no such thing as glasses. It conceptualizes it.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you mean there's no glasses? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
So this simplification is just very, very direct in a way that it does not need a teacher or a guru.
No.
It does
And
not need a
who's
speaker.
teaching?
Exactly. Yeah. Or who's speaking?
It's just coming out of my mouth. I don't know. Yeah.
It's quite fascinating. It becomes a wonderland. How you're like, you're in a festival. I love festivals because I went to a festival, and that was just the festival that I went to. Everyone was high.
Oh, yeah.
No judgment whatsoever.
No, it's okay.
Good for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're having fun.
Yeah.
But people didn't know that I was sober, right? I didn't need it. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just there.
Yeah.
And just a second, I'm going to allergies.
Bless you.
Allergies still happen. See?
Yeah, it still happens.
So but they just didn't know that, but I was dancing as hard and having so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even have to tell them that I didn't do anything, right? So somebody's trying to offer me some stuff. I'm like, oh, it's okay. I'm really good right now. I'm really, really good. They're like, oh yeah, you're really good.
Yeah.
And it's just so wonderful just to see. I'm older, but people think I'm young, so I like seeing younger people just have fun.
No,
and
so
just
old are
be
you not?
free. Age doesn't matter. What's age?
No, what's age?
What's
just
age?
a number.
Just a number. What's a number?
I don't know.
And you know what? I love that saying when people go, I don't know, they don't know that that's it. It's the I don't know. Because there's no I that knows, and there's,
but it's strange, like, because everyone is thinking that awakening is something special, and the me is dropping away, and you came into a different life, and there's no body, and everything is just falling away. It's not true.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So
you can't say it. You can't say it.
I can say it. No,
I can't say it too. Yeah. So like, when I talk about it, I'm like, I don't even know what to call it, right? Because enlightenment is just a word. Awakening is just a word. Dropping away of the me is the word.
Yeah.
There's not even a me to drop.
No.
Yeah. So
I call it freedom.
Freedom.
I don't know.
So it's just, everybody's just guessing.
Yes.
And making it
knows.
like it's the truth. Nobody knows.
But nobody knows.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
Nobody knows.
That's right. Yeah.
Everyone is just talking.
Everyone's just talking. It's like parrots, right? It's like dog barking.
What's a dog?
Exactly.
Letters.
Yeah, letters. Yeah.
D-O-G.
D-O-G. G-O-D.
God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it just brings so much relief, right? You're like, oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. For
Because
me, it's all just a game.
mhm,
And when I was on a festival, I spoke to a girlfriend, and she was telling me, "And do you see things different now?"
yeah, yeah,
She don't get it, and
yeah.
it's okay. And I know I just see everything like you,
Yeah.
but I also see it's not there, and it is there,
But not there at the same
but
time.
not there at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can see everything like
It's
it's
like,
just a thought. I see the thought, and then I see.
yeah. Someone called me and basically said, Emerson, the world is glitching around me.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's actually you that's glitching because there's no, because that's right.
There is no world.
There is no world. Yeah. There's no you. There's no, there's not even nothing because even saying nothing, that's just another idea. There's something that's so beyond comprehension. It's like clarity without language. And it's just, yeah, I used to spend so much money going to retreats, doing workshops, whatever is a new teach. I don't know how many teacher trainings I did. I did so many teacher trainings. It was just never ending, never ending teacher training.
There are so many people who who spend so much money on methods and teachings
Yeah, yeah,
just in the hope
yeah,
that they will be relieved from all their
yeah,
pain and
yeah,
troubles.
yeah. And it's funny, right? People are like saying, "Why are you charging money?" I'm like, I have to eat. I have to
Of
pay.
course,
Yeah.
of course.
But I also feel great because you know what? That person that ends their seeking would spend, would save thousands of money of
Yeah,
going to retreats
yeah,
and not
yeah.
even the money, the suffering, the seeking,
No, but
right?
what's money?
What's money? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you spend so much time and energy to give people this,
Yeah.
then it's totally more than totally fine to
Yeah.
charge money.
Yeah. 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 Oh, I
You
don't
give
feel
them
bad about
you
it now.
you
Yeah.
no, you give them you give them really you gift them with a presence, and they have the end of seeking. So
Yeah.
me,
Just no words.
I
No
didn't know
words.
anything about non-duality,
Yeah.
and then I hear on your one-on-ones it's different kind of words of teachers, and I think
Yeah.
I don't know who they are. I still don't know who they are. I don't know.
There was another person like he's younger. I think it's like, 21, and he goes, what
Oh, he's
happens in
much younger.
he goes, what happens in these videos? And he goes, I've been walking around kind of like just happy. And he goes, and um maybe I should not share, but I'll share it. He was cutting, cutting,
Okay,
cutting,
yeah, yeah,
because he was in
yeah,
suffering,
yeah,
right? And he said that he was just somehow the algorithm brought him the one-on-ones, and
yeah.
then but he has no idea what non-duality is.
No,
No, he doesn't even know what spirituality is.
no.
So he just saw people going, oh, he wanted that.
You wanted what that people has,
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah. But he
Oh,
started feeling good already. But so when he booked me, it was already clear. He just needed the uh the explanation of what's happening. He goes, what's
yeah,
happening?
yeah,
And I told him that in the absence of ideas, in between the fullness and the emptiness or whatever, there's this clarity that everything that you think about is made up. Even the you that thinks that's making it up is made up. So, because the tendency is like, am I making this up? I'm like, even
yeah.
the I is made up.
Even the eye, yeah,
And that was it
yeah.
for him. He was like,
Oh.
okay.
Yesterday, also on the festival, there was an art piece,
Yeah.
and you could enter it, and you will walk into a great tunnel. It's spiraling. So
Oh,
you keep on walking, and there was no visual context.
oh, wow.
So I was thinking, I go in, I enter this. So I enter this, and there was an experience of no ground. What you mentioned before,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
it was just drifting.
Yeah.
And I see all the other people walk out, and I think, oh my, it look all like zombies, you know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing
Oh,
this. Thank you.
yeah. Oh, you're welcome.
It's
It's my
so great.
pleasure. It's my pleasure, right? It's like I'm so glad that it's reaching so many people now, right? Because it's not a secret anymore, right? It's spreading in a way that people that have been suffering and all this stuff, right? It's just
Mm.
I don't even because people are now skeptical. They're like, what is he doing? You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
they can't seem
Mm-hmm.
to understand it, right? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
is he now a guru? You know what I'm saying? No.
No,
Is he now a
no,
teacher? And
no. Yeah,
I'm just a very content character that wants to see show this contentment
yeah,
without
yeah.
dogma, without jargon, without any kind of linguistic without any barriers, right?
Yeah,
It's free, right? Without spending money to spend 5 days with someone trying to, hoping for a blessing, an energy transference, or hoping for, an awakening with a guru in an ashram, that kind of thing, right?
yeah,
That old
yeah,
structure is done. Speakers on a pedestal, people that thinks that they know this, it's
yeah,
over.
yeah.
It's over. Yeah. It's clearly, you know what I'm saying? When it's because people don't even pay attention to my talks anymore, because I used to do the Q&A talk. People
Okay,
now
yeah.
people now basically are waiting for the one-on-ones, because it's like two friends talking.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
that's the
so
difference.
nice. We could have
That's
dinner together.
that's right. Yeah, yeah. Go dancing, sing a
Oh, dancing on
DJ.
the
Yeah.
festival. You could visit the
That's
island.
right. Yeah. Because
We
before
were tripping over the festival.
yeah. Yeah. Doing shots.
Who's doing shots?
That's right. Although it's so funny because I'm not avoiding anything anymore. So the
No.
drinking has slowly kind of like, it's like it's not but it's okay too. You know what I'm saying? If you go to a wedding, it's okay, whatever.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
okay. Because
Yeah.
before, my idea about this, about enlightenment, awakening, or dropping away from me, that you have to be a certain kind of person. So you have to drop
Mm,
everything about you.
yeah.
That's unique and authentic, right? So
Yeah.
when I became a spiritual teacher, all of a sudden I was like a monk, right?
Mm, yeah.
Vegan, all the kind of stuff. Although I was cheating on the side, right? Because there's also this
For the
character.
vegan.
There's also this character that's
Ah.
wild, that loves to eat, that loves to party, you know what I'm saying? And I would
Yeah.
feel so guilty if I did the partying and the
Yeah.
eating and going to
Yeah.
buffet.
Mm-mm.
But at the same time, like, this is my path. But at one point, I'm like, enough of this ideas about what you should be based on someone's belief system.
Mm.
That's not really freedom. That's just another. I felt so suffocated with the idea of I have to be this character. There's an inherently
Mm.
kind character here. It doesn't have to be a saint.
No.
It can also be a little bit of a wild child,
No.
right? Because that's
Yeah.
also innocent. That's
Yeah.
also innocent.
Yeah. It's just
And
you.
it's
Yeah.
just, yeah. So this
Yeah.
one is, and then there's this another idea that you have to speak like someone, think like someone,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
be an empty person, you know what I'm saying? But it's
They
an
try
act.
to push you in a box, right?
Yeah, yeah. Any
Yeah.
any any any
Yeah.
kind of, or when you go into some of the awareness, then you have to speak very slowly and look to the side.
Oh.
Like a guru, saying,
Oh
even if they
yeah.
don't call themselves guru,
The
that
enlightened monk
idea,
on the
the
mountain.
enlightened one on the mountain, it's
Yeah.
just repackaged, got repackaged into some intellectual person now talking about awareness, got repackaged into some Yoda like German guy, saying that, talking about, right. And it gets
Yeah.
repackaged into someone that claims that there's no one there.
Yeah.
So, but it's all, you know what, maybe authentically those people are that way, but you don't have to be that person.
No,
You don't have
no.
to speak really slowly, and or say that there's no one here in every sentence, you know, freedom but for no one, you know,
Yeah.
it's so liberation but for no one.
Only for me.
But
Then you have to buy this and this and this and
yeah,
this and
yeah,
this. And
yeah.
then we go on for more 20 years.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
then maybe when you're ready,
Maybe when
maybe when you're ready,
maybe I'll wink at you in one of the
maybe,
retreats in
yeah.
person, and my left eye would shoot some energy transference to you, and you'd be like, oh, there's
Yes.
no one here.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, really. I've noticed also that
And
my
I'm so
children,
cheeky. Right.
me too. Yes, I don't fit in a box. I
No,
always want to go
no.
out
Yeah.
the box, and I always want to do it on the way I like it,
Yeah.
in the way I feel
Yeah.
like I
And
want
that's
to do it.
authenticity. That's authenticity,
Yes,
right? Because
yes.
if you know, in spirituality, I was a rebel. So I kicked all of the tables and
Oh
turned
yeah,
around. I did the
yeah,
same thing with non-duality.
yeah. And it feels great, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, but that makes you you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Because if I just conform to the one box, then I'll be just gatekeeping.
No. But I noticed that boxing
Yeah.
of people,
That's
how
right.
you
Yeah.
should behave, how
Yeah.
you should react, how you
There's you
should
should
be.
appear like
It happens on the primary school, eh?
yeah.
I've
But it
noticed it with my kids, but my daughter
yeah.
is so much more fire than me.
Yeah.
So she's really, no, I can say what I want. No, I don't want to do it
Yeah.
that way. I will do it that way.
Yeah.
And she is really close to herself. Do you
Oh,
know? She's
beautiful. Yeah.
really, this is who I am. But
And
but but teachers don't know.
they don't like that. They don't like, you have
No,
to
they don't like that.
yeah.
So
And
they are
any school
very,
of non-duality is just like
oh.
that. You have to act a certain way. You have to think, you know, it's conformity. Where's the freedom in that?
And that is the one part that makes me sometimes sad when I think about it, is that there's no one knowing it. But when I'm here in this space,
Yeah.
I think it's sad that the children have to go to school to unlearn
Yeah.
who they are,
Yeah.
and to not have the freedom to discover
Yeah.
what they really want to do.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I had this 5-day talk, and I talk about even the education system, even
Yes.
it makes us into this idea of what we should be. And
Yeah.
kind of like when you were a young you, there was already a rebel there that once that's
Yeah.
different. You already knew that there was this
Yeah.
rebellion
Yeah.
of what's happening. And it reminds me of 1984, George Orwell, the times that we're living in, right? Because
Yeah.
we hold on to words, and when the word gets changed into a double speak, like for example, and it's just all lies, basically.
Yes.
It's all
Always.
lies. Yeah. Yeah. It's
It's
all lies.
it's
And the
yeah.
only thing that's silent, the only true thing is silent. And we can't even
Yeah.
speak about it, what the truth
No.
is. Because
No.
the moment that we think what the truth is, then it becomes an interpretation of what true is. It becomes subjective.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when in between true and false, there's something that you can't say.
No.
Yeah.
There are no words there.
Yeah. There are no words.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I hope someday I will teach my children this.
Yeah.
I will let them know how.
Yeah.
But someday I hope that maybe we can do some stuff on the primary school, on the schools, on
Oh,
the
that'll be so
education.
cool. Yeah. Well, you should talk to that doctor, in Brisbane. Because
Yeah.
he's already starting something, that's he's
Mm,
applying, right? So, and I'm
yes.
loving that this doesn't have any almost like there's no dogma, there's no attachments to anything. It's free. It's fine. It sounds finally a communication that's truly free, because
Yeah, I would love to hear that.
it doesn't have anyone that's saying that, oh, they're not talking about the same thing, the message
Yeah.
should look this way,
Yeah.
or they're not talking about awareness, right? Because the words have, even calling it a message makes it into something.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
just air.
Yeah.
It's free as air.
It's so beautiful. It's so
Oh,
beautiful.
thank you. I'm going to stop the recording.